Also, world meteorologist Kirsten Lang. We had a soggy, wet weekend and previous week that brought some impressive rain totals across the area. But now you're noticing that we're settling into a drier and a little bit warmer weather pattern for this week ahead and into the upcoming weekend. So I want to first start off and talk about the rainfall totals that we saw over the weekend. Some of the accumulations, they were pretty impressive. We take a look here kind of across the area, just to the west of Muskogee, about 5.8 inches of rainfall came down. The highest total that we saw was just south of that I-40 corridor, south of Henrietta, but north of McAllister. About 8.1 inches of rainfall was accumulated over this past weekend. Some of these storms just kind of set up and just dumped some very, very heavy rainfall for extended amounts of time. So that was one of the highest totals that we saw. South Tulsa County got about 6 inches of rainfall, and that was just south of Bixby there. Looking into Midtown area of Tulsa, they had about 2.6 inches, so not quite as large, but still a pretty significant amount of rain. And then about 5.3 inches just to the east of Bixby. So again, overall, we're seeing anywhere from 2 inches to 8 inches at the highest total this past weekend with those storms. Now things are quiet. Again, they were quiet Monday. They'll be quiet Tuesday, Wednesday, and as we head towards the weekend, we're going to be looking for mostly sunny skies with maybe just a few high-level clouds. The temperatures, though, those are kind of the talker, I'd say, just because they are warmer than average, and we're staying warmer than average for the next 6 to 10 days ahead of us. So we're looking at temps near that 90-degree mark for the rest of the week, heading into the weekend, with overnight lows staying in the mid-60s. Average highs this time of year, about 82 degrees, maybe 81 towards the end of the week. So 81, 82 is about the average high, and then the average overnight low is actually 59 degrees. So we're not quite there on the high or the low side. And as I mentioned, for the next 6 to 10 days ahead, we're still going to be looking for these temperatures to stay relatively warm, and we'll stay in a relatively dry period ahead as well after somewhat of a wet one last week.